great forest. It's in Chapel Hill, but as we saw earlier today, it's really nowhere near University of North Carolina, but it is University of North Carolina land. And what's going to be happening here in May? And what date? What's going on?
Well, May 31st, we're going to run a trail race out here, two distances. About a 7K and a 15K trail race. And the idea is that we get more folks out here that appreciate the trails and see what's here. It really is a fabulous natural resource right here within Scarborough and Chapel Hill for all of us to use.
What's this race called?
The Philosopher's Way.
Why are we calling it that? I know the answer to that. This land used to be owned by UNC philosophy professor Horace Williams. Horace Williams used to spend his afternoons out here on his horse, looking up at the trees, which he called his temple. In fact, he would come here and in his book, he talks about how he would stand on his horse out here listening to the music of the swaying boughs. So it's a beautiful resource. That's why we wanted to call it Philosopher's Way. It also gives some reference to another trail, a trail that's in Heidelberg, Germany. The Philosopher in Heidelberg, Germany is across an old bridge up in the hillside across from Heidelberg and the University of Heidelberg. What people would do, the scholars would go across the bridge, they'd go into the woods, they would think their thoughts and come back to town. I think that's something of the metaphor we're working here, that people come here, they enter the forest, they learn here, and then they return with their insights from being out in nature and take it back into Chapel Hill or Durham or wherever else they're coming from. So that's sort of what trailheads are about here. We have a couple other trailheads with us today. This is Nitro, and this is Goofus. Maybe they have some thoughts they'd like to share on this subject.
Yeah, whatever he said. It's good. Running is good.
Nitro recently placed second in the 20 mile at the Uwharrie Trail Runs on Groundhog Day of this year. Nitro, do you have any insights or any things that you'd like to bring to the idea of trail running?
Well, I'll tell you, I just started trail running about a year ago, and every single time I come out, I just love being outdoors in the nature, and I think it's what running is all about, being outside, being active, and having fun. It's like being a kid again.
Wow. We couldn't have paid her enough to say it any better. But that's it. Philosopher's Way, 15K, 7K. It's going to be great. Beautiful forest, about 750 acres, supposed to be untouched for the next 50 years. And it's part of the Carolina North Forest Management. And we have approval from the University of North Carolina to run this race. More details will be on hand at www.trailheads.org/PWTR. Trailheads.org/PWTR, like Philosopher's Way Trail Run. And Hodak, I really appreciate you holding the camera here. You know, we don't have you in this segment right now, but I'm hoping that you're going to tell us up here around the bend a little about the Battle of Chapel Hill. Okay? Thank you.